Just clear my throat, that wasn't very loud. I think I'd feel more comfortable if I opened my melon. Yeah. So let's open the melon. Just open it for the moment. I'm really happy because, well, I love it when I'm actually thinking two things at the same time. I think that's pretty dope. That are like connected. One is what I just said. The other one is that the space I'm going to be in when I'm there, because I can't move my leg because of how I'm holding. Okay, so I'm hugely grateful to Abby. And I want to be, there's only one word I can think of for it, vague, sort of. I want to dance around the facts of like what happened. I mean, it's still going to be fact, but it's going to be dancing around the facts of what happened. Just keeping to explaining the important thing. When I was with her, just finding this a bit hard to swallow. I had a cup of coffee, and because she's such a beautiful person, it was so easy for me to become aware that the coffee had given me anxiety. And this is a hugely positive thing. This is still connecting two things. Because this is going to affect how I feel when I'm at my mum's tomorrow. I found conversation so easy. For it to be equal, not to be listening all the time, not to be talking all the time, for it to be equal. And, I feel very fulfilled, to be honest. Though the point I'm making is that I had a coffee and I lost that. I found that I just couldn't speak. I was listening and listening and listening, and I was waiting for an opening, and I just couldn't speak. I mean, after a while of taking a lot of CBD, I managed to make myself feel comfortable by saying a little, because I felt like that was enough, that was that in that situation. That's all I ask, The coffee gave me anxiety. I couldn't speak. I took CBD, and it just gave me just enough to make me feel like um it made me love myself a little bit more, because I was like, at least I was adding something to the to 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 the thing, to the speech, adding something to the speech, the conversation. I don't know why I found it so hard to say the word conversation. And at Mum's, I have always struggled with the vibe I'm holding when I'm keeping up with her in conversation, with how do I explain this? I don't feel comfortable. There's something that's wrong, you know. I'm assertive, and I assert myself into a conversation with her, because there have been, I think with my mum, the situation is the other way around. Like, if I have anxiety around my mum, instead of sitting there and just listening to her talk and talk and talk and not be able to say anything, what happens is she stays quiet and she doesn't talk. And I'm the one who I speak, and I get the conversation going, and I just keep on, and there's kind of a feeling like it's it just feels off. You know what I mean? It just feels off, and I know that when I go tomorrow, I'm just gonna have a regular sort of like 50 milligrams of caffeine, kind of like cup of coffee, when I wake up, just to keep me out of bed. That's all I need. Um, and I won't have the anxiety. And I feel like I'm really, really excited. I don't know about excited. I'm really, really holding very positively for how my mood is going to be tomorrow, because it's going to be so freaking dope that, let me just check. That's better. It's going to be so freaking dope that the conversation will flow naturally. I'll find, unlike with Abby, where I felt like I couldn't speak, I won't need to sort of like make myself speak, which, to be fair, she lets me get away with. Um, I'll, I will just be, it will just be flowing, me expressing myself will just be flowing And it's going to build. It's going to be like a cycle, and it's going to build in strength because I'll express myself because I haven't got anxiety, and it will just come out naturally. Um, she'll talk, um, and she is very good at talking. You know, I mean, I know I've said like the problem with my mum is that like when I've got anxiety, things are silent, but like what happened was is that I asserted myself. I asserted myself into, I want to have a conversation with you, I asserted that, and it wasn't a narcissistic conversation. It wasn't like I'm speaking all the time and you're just going to listen. It was it was just your regular conversation. But so like I feel safe. I feel safe from a lot of negative feelings about how, because I've been frustrated for a long time about how we don't talk. But I don't want to get into that because that is negative. I have to speak it in like a positive way. I got to saying like how dope it's gonna be. I mean, she's my mum, okay, and for me, there's like this burning need to know who she is, you know, just to talk to her. I'll talk to her for like 2 hours or 4 hours or something like that, and we'll get to know each other because I have made I made the video that says like I learned to speak, and I've said it all in that video. Um, because I've always had this anxiety. We've never had a conversation until I got fucking fed up and I just asserted myself into a conversation with her, and that was how it was. And I can I can let that go and replace it with something much better, much more. I feel the words that we'll be saying to each other will be more authentic, more true to ourselves, more natural, more flowy. And I'm just really excited for getting to know who that person is. You know, and I think what can I say? Let me just eat some more. Let me. I always say that. Let me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna just eat some more melon here while I try and work out where exactly this video is going. Um, the anxiety that I felt with Abby was very painful, and I've had it 10 times worse than that. Absolute agony. Um, and that was just from one big teaspoon of coffee, and I didn't even drink the whole cup. And it's a huge wake up for me that for me personally, coffee is evil. It only does one good thing, and that's if I have just a regular coffee in the morning. It keeps me awake, and that is the end of my relationship with coffee. And I don't like the word end. I prefer to hold space for a new, more confident, more expressive me, conversationally. I mean, in how I'm talking. I'm not just in how I'm talking, how I'm like, because when I'm free from anxiety, I should really just say it in the way of like, when I'm relaxed, I hold that everybody has good intentions. I feel like I have nothing to worry about from any of the people around me. I feel, let me say that a better way. Um, I feel supported, you know, and loved, you know. I mean, I can tell these things from the comments that I get off people, you know. Um, this because of the agony. Okay, I'm not gonna go to agony. It wasn't agony. It was very. I was very anxious. Um, I didn't want to lose the beauty of the exchange of words that we were having, and it went, and that caused me trauma. Um, and I know that the way that I talk to people now, I have given up coffee, except my morning coffee, will be expressive, creative, authentic, fulfilling, and dope. And I also know that the way that I hold people as being loving and supportive is going to increase my mood. It's going to put more love in my heart, and it's funny, I was holding earlier on, I was thinking about this situation where coffee had hurt me, and I thought, doesn't it seem that we that I only learn through pain? I drank half this coffee, a little over half, and it put me in pain, and it taught me so much about myself and so much about a technique of like giving up coffee to embody a much higher vibrational reality. Um, and I'm really down with this because um, I'm gonna not go there, to be honest. I just feel that I've fallen into this because I'm on a journey to find good things for myself. I'm trying to manifest, but like at the same time, I'm asking the universe, please show me things that will really, really um, be really super dope. Things that once I know they exist, once I know what they are, once I've experienced them, please show me things that are super, super dope so that I can choose what it is that I want to manifest. So, I think I'll end this video here. I do hope it's watched, you know, and I'll catch you guys later. Just, there is so much juice in the bottom of this pot, it's dripping everywhere. I'll just drip it on my floor. So that is a message. It really is. And because it's a manifestation of like something super fucking dope, you know, it's gonna be like, you know, please may you put yourself in my position. You know, I'm gonna be with my mum, and there is gonna be an energy of super dopeness between us. So being positive, I will say that tomorrow will be, well, it will be, because of what I've realised, because of what I have. You know, it's funny how, like, I'm talking about Elise here of Raw Alignment, how she says the way you manifest, the way you do positive affirmations is you say it like you've already got it. But the thing with this situation is that I have already got it. You know, I communicate with my mum from my heart, from my true self, and she does the same with me. And it's a gift from the universe, and I'm so grateful. And I'll see you in the next video. Hope things are going okay for you. Goodbye.